Stop for a moment. Before you decide anything, watch this. This story didn't start today. Something here doesn't add up. Recent online discussions have brought renewed attention to comments made by RM of BTS during a past interview, with some viewers accusing him of attempting to embarrass fellow member Jungkook. The controversy, which has gained traction across social media platforms, highlights how quickly fan interpretations can shift when clips are revisited outside their original context. The interview in question, which has circulated again in short-form clips, features RM speaking candidly about group dynamics, growth, and the individual personalities of BTS members. In one segment, he references Jungkook's early years in the group, including his shyness and the way he developed under the guidance of older members. While such reflections have long been part of BTS's public narrative, some viewers now argue that the tone of the remarks may have come across as overly exposing or uncomfortable. It is important to note that the original interview did not generate significant backlash at the time of its release. In fact, many fans initially interpreted the comments as a reflection of RM's leadership style, one that often involves openness about the group's internal journey. However, the recent resurgence of the clip, stripped of broader context and presented alongside critical captions, has led to a different interpretation among certain audiences. Online reactions have been mixed. Some users claim that RM's remarks placed unnecessary focus on Jungkook's past vulnerabilities, suggesting that such details could be seen as personal rather than professional. Others argue that the framing of the clip is misleading, emphasizing that BTS has consistently shared behind-the-scenes stories as part of their storytelling approach. Supporters of RM point to his long-standing role as a spokesperson for BTS, noting that he has frequently addressed both strengths and struggles within the group in interviews. They argue that his comments align with the group's broader message about growth, resilience, and authenticity. From this perspective, the criticism may stem less from the content itself and more from how it is being reinterpreted in the current social media climate. On the other hand, critics highlight a growing sensitivity around how public figures discuss one another, even within close-knit groups. In today's media environment, where short clips can circulate rapidly and reach audiences unfamiliar with the full context, even well-intentioned remarks can be perceived differently. This shift reflects a broader trend in entertainment coverage, where audience expectations around privacy and respect continue to evolve. Industry observers note that this situation is not unique to BTS. K-pop groups, in particular, operate within a highly scrutinized ecosystem, where every interaction is documented and analyzed. As a result, moments that once passed without controversy can resurface years later and be reassessed under new cultural standards. This pattern has become increasingly common with the rise of viral content and algorithm-driven platforms. Neither RM nor Jungkook has issued a direct statement regarding the current wave of criticism. As of now, there has been no indication that the comments have affected their professional relationship. BTS, known for emphasizing unity and mutual respect, has consistently presented a cohesive group dynamic in both public appearances and official content. Fan communities themselves remain divided. While some express concern over how the situation reflects on internal group communication, others urge caution against drawing conclusions based on edited or partial clips. Many fans have also revisited full versions of the interview to provide additional context, attempting to counter what they see as a misleading narrative. This incident also underscores the challenges faced by global artists operating in an environment where language, translation, and cultural nuance play significant roles. Subtle differences in phrasing or tone can lead to varying interpretations, particularly when content is consumed by an international audience. For BTS, whose reach spans multiple regions and languages, this complexity is an ongoing factor in how their media appearances are received. At a broader level, the discussion reflects the evolving relationship between celebrities and their audiences. Viewers today are not only consumers of content, but also active participants in shaping narratives. Through comments, edits, and reposts, they influence how moments are framed and understood. This dynamic can amplify both positive and negative interpretations, often beyond the control of the original speakers. As the conversation continues, some analysts suggest that the focus may gradually shift away from the specific interview and toward larger questions about media literacy and context. Understanding how and why certain clips gain traction can provide insight into the mechanisms that drive online controversies. For now, the situation remains largely contained within online discourse, without official confirmation of conflict or tension between the members involved. The absence of direct statements from RM, Jungkook, or their agency suggests that the issue may not be considered significant from an internal perspective. In summary, the accusations directed at RM stem from a resurfaced interview clip that has been reinterpreted in a new context. While some viewers perceive the remarks as potentially embarrassing, others defend them as consistent with BTS's history of openness. Without additional statements or evidence, the claims remain speculative, shaped largely by social media dynamics rather than confirmed developments within the group.